Hello everybody, welcome to Steve McDonald's Arts and Crafts. And what I'm going to do today is I've got some new moulds, and what I'm going to make is some pendants and some earrings that are slightly different than you would get normally. And I'm also going to show you how I put on the pins for them to be a stud earring. Okay, so without too much further ado, let's get on. I've mixed my colours up now, and what I'm going to do is, in this one I'm having the face or the cameo as dark grey, silvery grey, and as this one white, and all I've used is mica powder to mix them up. And what I will be doing is I'll be carefully placing, as you can see, the resin that's mixed up that I want the actual face to be. Now, we'll put the links of everything that I'm using in the description, so if you want to get it, please feel free to follow those links. Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure that that's fully into all the areas that it needs to be in on all of these three. I'm just using a toothpick here because I find I get more control using a toothpick. And then once that's cured, I will then go over it with a backing colour to allow this to stand out. And also I will attach the pin to prevent that from coming off at all. So it's really nice and stable to be allowed to, or to allow you to put it in your ears. And I shall do the same one here, same here with this grey or this silver. And remember, look, like there, I've kind of got it on the edge, but that'll be okay at the moment. But I will make sure the edge of the mould is all lovely and clean for when I want to put the backing colour on this one. I've filled those up now. I'm just going to move those to one side, and I'm going to let those cure, and then we'll come back to those. And now we've got this mould, and what happens with this mould is I absolutely love this mould. That's why I've just got to share it with you. You create like a little island in this side, let that cure, then you move it over to this side and fill it up with resin, and it gives you just an amazing effect. Okay, so I'm going to now finish off the rest, and I'll come back to this. These have cured now, and so I'm about to put the backing in. What I've done is I've just mixed up a bit of resin with some mica powder in a contrasting colour to the colour that I've already put in. So this is resin with black mica powder, because what we did there was like a white silvery colour. Okay, I'm just going to put enough in. And then once I've done these, I'll quickly show you how I put the stud backs in for the earrings. And they're very simple. Everything I've used, again, will be in the description of this video with links. So please have a look in there. And if you buy anything with my links, it won't cost you any more. But what it does do is I get a commission on that sale, and which is great because it does help me buy the stuff that I want to keep this channel going. So I really do appreciate that. There we go. So that's them all done. And so what I've got is I've got these stud backs, and it comes with the push-on bits as well. And they're really cheap. I bought quite a lot of them. It cost me hardly anything. Got them from Amazon. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that into the middle of each one of these while it's curing. That way you don't have to mess about with any glue. You don't have to mess about with worrying about them coming off, because they are becoming permanent parts of this actual earring. And because these are really quite central, you haven't also got to worry about which way up they are, because you can just twist it anyway when it's in your ear. There we go. So that's those. So I just moved those out of the way now to cure. Once they're cured, we can come back to them and bring you back to these. So these have actually cured now. So all we need to do is take this side out of that part of the mould, and then follow the little hole there into the other bit of the cast, push it back into that side of the mould, and then fill it up from there. So I'll continue with these two, and then I'll show you how I fill. So I've put those in the other sides now, and all I have to do is quite slowly is fill this up, check it for bubbles if there is any bubbles, and you might want the bubbles in it. Some people do, some people don't. And pop a bit down there as well, because that needs a bit. Okay, I'm going to slightly dome this one. I'll have a little bit extra in it so it domes slightly, as long as I don't go over the actual bit that the clasp goes through, the little bit there, it doesn't really matter. But even if you do, you can just drill it out, it's not really an issue. You can also do this with some opaque colour as well, to allow you to have a slightly different background. So I'm just going to pop a bit of some bright yellow alcohol ink into that one before I pour the resin. Mix that in. I'll just give it a slightly different colour background. So that one's done. So I'm not putting much in, but sunbright tends to be a really opaque colour, and I quite like that. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, that's plenty. And it doesn't seem to change colour in the resin either too much. It just gives a nice little finish. So I've only put 3 drops in there. So there we go, and I'll leave that now, all 3 of those to cure up, and we'll come back when all 6 moulds, all 5 moulds even, are cured. So these have all cured nicely now, and so we can pop them out of the little moulds. Oh, I love how these little skeleton cameos have come out. I don't know if you can see. They've come out really, really well. A little bit quirky. Something a little bit different. It's a shame they're in 3s and not 4s. And there's the little man's face. Or head. These would be ideal for Halloween. Well, any time really. There we go. And as I said, these backs come, these stud backs come with little backs. And they just push in like so, ready for the ears. So I will put those on. They're very cheap. I will put the links in the description for you to follow and go from there if you want to order them. And they're not going to move now at all, because we set those backs into the actual resin itself, which is much better than trying, I think, to glue them on at the end. There's one more to do. So there's a great little pair there of earrings. And another great little pair there. There's earrings. Ever so easy to make. Really, really quite cheap. And I would think they'd be quite popular. Now, in relation to the pendants that we had going, I'm so pleased with how these have come out. I absolutely love this mould and this technique. It just gives it just something a little bit different. So there we go. There's the little islands, or whatever you want to call them. I think they look great. And you could use different colours. I used some glitter in some the other day. They didn't come out quite as clear. I maybe should have put some more glitter in or some mica powder in before I put the glitter in as well, but I do like the way they've come out. So if you like my videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. All my videos are always designed for supporting people who are using resin, and they're also ideal for beginners or intermediate people. Please leave a comment. I love reading comments, and if you've got any questions, put the questions in the comments to this video and I will get back to you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share this video as much as you can to help my channel grow. Bye.